8 members of a UK-based people smuggling gang are facing jail after a woman was discovered crammed inside an expanded car glove box, prompting an investigation. 3 of the gang were found guilty of assisting unlawful immigration at Manchester Minchell Street Crown Court and will appear again in court later this month, alongside 5 others for a sentencing date yet to be set. This case highlights the dangers of people smuggling, a criminal activity that often exploits vulnerable individuals seeking a better life. These individuals are often subjected to inhumane conditions, risking their lives and safety for the promise of a better future. People smugglers operate across international borders, making it difficult for authorities to effectively combat this illicit trade. Border Force officers found the Vietnamese woman hidden in a cramped compartment concealed behind the dashboard of the Vauxhall Vectra in June 2022. It led investigators to uncover an international people smuggling network that took non-EU nationals through Europe and into the UK. A people smuggler tried sneaking a woman into the UK by hiding her behind the glove box of a Vauxhall Vectra. Josef Balog, 33, was caught when Border Force intercepted the Slovakian national at the British control zone in Coquelles, northern France, in June 2022. He claimed to be returning home to Manchester after visiting relatives in his home country. But Border Force officers spotted carpet positioned further forward than usual during a search of the car's passenger side footwell. A further search led to the removal of the glove box, where surprised officers found a Vietnamese woman cramped behind the dashboard. She was identified, considered to be an illegal entrant, and served with paperwork, according to the Home Office. The discovery of the woman hidden in the glove box underscores the extreme lengths to which people smugglers will go to evade detection. This incident serves as a stark reminder of the risks associated with illegal immigration and the dangers faced by those who fall victim to these criminal networks. Steve Blackwell, Deputy Director of Criminal and Financial Investigations at the Home Office, said, "What happened was horrific." He said, "This is a truly shocking case that shows the callous disregard these criminals have for the lives and safety of the vulnerable people they exploit. We have once again shown that those who seek to exploit our border will be caught and brought to justice. I am grateful to the officers who identified this horrific incident and brought the case to a positive conclusion." Balog was sentenced to 2.5 years at Canterbury Crown Court on January 16, 2024, for assisting unlawful immigration. The discovery prompted an investigation which exposed a cruel people smuggling network, leading to the seizure of fake documents, more than 20,000 illicit cigarettes, and 6,000 pounds in cash. 3 members of the gang faced a 10-week trial after denying assisting unlawful immigration to the UK. Redar Curtis, 30, of Guernsey Way, Kennington; Joseph Cadet, 25, of Constable Street, Manchester; and Kailas Akram Jabbar, 44, of Barnaby Avenue, Middlesbrough, were each found guilty of the charge at Manchester Minchell Street Crown Court on Wednesday, January 15th. The court heard how, between 2022 and 2024, the gang unlawfully facilitated immigration into the UK by land and air, creating and possessing counterfeit ID believed to have been made at a forgery factory in Greece, according to the Home Office. The gang's activities involved a sophisticated network of individuals operating across multiple countries. They utilized forged documents to facilitate illegal entry into the UK, demonstrating the transnational nature of this criminal enterprise. This case highlights the need for increased international cooperation to effectively combat people smuggling and dismantle these criminal networks. 5 gang members, brothers Mukhlis Jamal Hamadaman, 43, and Muhammad Jamal Hamadaman, 27, Yasin Jalal Mohammed, 43, Dlawar Omar, 40, and Curtis's wife, Emily Etherington, 37, pleaded guilty to charges put against them. Mukhlis Hamadaman of Brook Road, Stockport, admitted 4 counts of conspiracy to assist unlawful immigration to the UK, 1 count of conspiracy to make an article for use in a fraud, and 1 count of possession of an identity document with improper intention. His brother, also of Brook Road, pleaded guilty to 2 counts of fraud and 1 count of possessing an identity document with improper intention. Mohammed, of Woodhouse Grove, Huddersfield, admitted 3 counts of conspiracy to assist unlawful immigration to the UK. At the same time, Omar of Pendrell Street, Hull, Etherington, and Guernsey Way each pleaded guilty to one count of the same charge. The woman was found behind the dashboard of a vehicle driven by Joseph Balog at the UK border in June 2022, after he arrived from France. Balog pleaded guilty to assisting unlawful immigration and was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison in January last year. A month after the woman was discovered in the car, Etherington was stopped by border guards who found she was hiding another woman behind the dashboard of her vehicle. Her husband, Curtis, was then linked to the operation, prompting the Home Office to launch a wider investigation, which involved police forces in Spain, Greece, and Ireland. The investigation into this people smuggling ring involved extensive cooperation between law enforcement agencies in the UK and other countries. This collaborative effort demonstrates the importance of international cooperation in combating transnational crime. By sharing intelligence and resources, law enforcement agencies can effectively disrupt criminal networks and bring perpetrators to justice. A breakthrough was made when, in November 2023, Mukhlis Jamal Hamadaman was arrested at Manchester Airport. It came after a parcel from Greece containing a fake Greek driving license addressed to a property in Bolton was intercepted, with Hamadaman's phone number listed as the contact. On the phone, evidence including hundreds of images of passports and boarding passes, messages about false documents, and videos believed to have been recorded inside a forgery factory in Greece were found. The eight will appear at Manchester Minshall Street Crown Court on January 29th for a hearing where a sentencing date is expected to be set. Minister for Border Security and Asylum Dame Angela Eagle said, "This case shows the ruthless tactics of criminal gangs who smuggle people through Europe and into the UK. They have no regard for human life and exploit vulnerable individuals solely for profit, putting them in incredibly dangerous situations." This case serves as a strong deterrent to those involved in people smuggling. The severe penalties faced by the convicted individuals demonstrate the seriousness of these crimes. By bringing these criminals to justice, authorities aim to disrupt the operations of people smuggling networks and protect vulnerable individuals from exploitation. Paul Moran, Chief Immigration Officer at Home Office Immigration Enforcement, said, "Today's convictions are the result of a complex investigation into organized crime that stretched across Europe and took over 2 years of hard work by our criminal and financial investigation teams in Dover and Manchester. Our team worked closely with the Spanish National Police, Greek police, and Irish, on Garda Síochána, to break up this criminal group, which was illegally smuggling non-EU nationals into the UK. This group put profit ahead of people's safety, facilitating them through dangerous methods in vehicles and by air, showing no concern for the well-being of those they smuggled. In conclusion, this case underscores the grim reality of human smuggling networks and the devastating impact they have on vulnerable individuals. The sentencing of these criminals sends a strong message that such exploitative practices will not be tolerated. It highlights the importance of international collaboration in combating transnational crime, as well as the dedication of law enforcement agencies in safeguarding borders and protecting human lives. By continuing to dismantle these networks, authorities can take significant strides toward ensuring justice and upholding human dignity. Your perspective matters. What does this case reveal about the lengths criminals will go to for profit? What would it take to stop these ruthless networks from exploiting the vulnerable? If you found this video insightful, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for updates on similar stories. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your voice matters in these discussions. See you next time.